DIY or Die, Walker Vapor Group LLC, or any of its associates do not condone nor encourage the use of nicotine, vapor products, or any mood-altering substances without the explicit consent of a physician. The content viewable on this channel is strictly for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be seen as informational or educational. Must be 21 years or older to view these materials.
Silky Beat.
Mixers, welcome back to another glorious episode of the MIXINVIXENS. My name is Emily, also known as Moon Icon. And let's say hello to our other vixens. First up, we've got Lumi. Hi, Lumi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm peachy. I have my coffee that's going to probably make me want to die here in a couple minutes.
All right, let's get that coffee in ya. Ren, how are you doing, girl?
Hi.
Hello. How was everyone's weekend?
Mine was great.
Yeah? Did you do anything fun?
Yesterday I went randonauting with my sister.
Rando what?
There's this app called Randonautica. It's hard to explain, but it's essentially supposed to direct you to anomalous points. It uses random coordinates that are supposed to be locked. I don't know. It's really, you just have to look it up. But basically, like, it's supposed to guide you to whatever your intention is. So, like, if you're looking for something like paranormal, you just think it and then put it in the thing, and then the GPS directs you there.
Cool. Did it work?
Not really.
But did you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it was interesting, and it led me to places that I live around that I've never been in or around.
Oh, yeah?
Plus, it got me out of the house. Then we
Nice.
had lunch and went to Ross because they opened up a Ross here, which we never really had them before. The more of like a southern thing.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the nature parks for like 5 seconds. And then I bowled like I always do.
You bowled? Nice. How'd you bowl?
About average.
Yeah.
My dad hurt his arm, so like the last game was just like completely screwing around because he's left-handed, so he ended up having to try to bowl right-handed because his left hand.
Oh.
So like we all tried to do like our other hand.
Solidarity.
Yeah, to try to make him feel better. Plus it was
That's awesome.
Interesting, you know. And then our leagues are coming back apparently. So hopefully we'll be able to finish a league. That would be awesome. But yeah, it was nice. I got to spend time with like, you know, family and whatnot. Get out of the house.
Cool. How about you, Lumi? How was your weekend?
It was going well until fucking Nightbot just started timing people out for no goddamn reason. Like, who fucking times out the people that it timed out? I saw Ian Thomas in there as one of the people. I am Sam.
Nightbot has gone rogue.
We need to ask our producer to fucking fix the shit on the sensitivity on Nightbot because we can't be having that.
Yeah, I just wanted Nightbot to like share our Facebook group and now it's just taken over. It's like an AI that takes over the world.
I need to. I guess I need to teach our producer how to make an actual bot work in our chat.
There you go. Please do. I'm sure this is his first time. It's fine. He'll get it figured out. You can help him out. My weekend was okay. I didn't really do much. I did go hiking yesterday with my dog and some friends. But then the rest of the weekend I just went like grocery shopping and did laundry and nothing exciting.
Yeah.
Did
What?
sorry, go ahead.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts yesterday.
Yeah.
And if anybody's been watching my Twitch stream, I've been tweaking out since like 4th of July trying to get Dunkin' Donuts. So it was a long wait, but I am definitely happy now.
Nice. Oh, you know what? This is kind of a highlight of my weekend. It's pretty sad. This is the highlight of my weekend, but I went to Starbucks and I discovered my new favorite drink for summer. OMG, it's a little sip of heaven. So what I got was an iced passion tango tea with no like cane sugar, with heavy cream, 2 pumps of sugar-free syrup, and 3 packets of stevia. So it's a sugar-free drink. It's completely fine on keto. Oh my god, so freaking tasty. I went again today. Like, so twice, 2 days in a row, I've gone to get this drink. I even got one for my wife too, and she loves it also.
So the passion tea with cream?
Yeah, it's iced passion tango tea with heavy cream, 2
feel like-
pumps of sugar-free vanilla syrup, and 3 packets of stevia. So you could just have them, because whenever you get iced tea at Starbucks, normally they'll put like a liquid cane sugar syrup or whatever in it. So you could just do that and then add regular vanilla syrup to it. Oh my god, it's really good.
The name of it's worrying me. It's already flagged for something I'm probably allergic to.
Passion tango?
Just it feels like there's citrus in there, so it feels like I can't have it. Is there
I don't
citrus in it?
know. I didn't taste any citrus.
Is it passion as like their passion?
Yeah, I think it's just like their passion tea.
Yeah, I don't think there's well.
Maybe mango. Is it passion fruit mango tea? Is that what it is?
It might have orange in it. Because when I did like my clone of it, I'm pretty sure there was some kind of orange. I don't know. We can look into it. So what does it end up tasting like with a cream in it? Like almost like a sherbet-ish?
Kind of, yeah. And then it's with the vanilla, so it's like fruity, creamy, like a creamsicle kind of thing. You know? It's really good.
Interesting.
Yeah, I flipped out like from the very first sip. I was like, OMG, this is so good.
I might be able to make kind of something similar at home because I have the passion because I love that tea.
I've been looking, ever since I got this at Starbucks yesterday, I've been looking at for that Tazo passion tea because I think that's what they use, you know?
Yeah.
And it's sold out at like every store in my area. I'm like, no! So it must be like a thing, you know? Iced passion tea in the summer.
Oh yeah, it's really good. And you don't even really need to add sweetener to it because it's a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
Of course you can to, add a little something.
I'm a huge sweet tooth, so I'm just like, give me all the stevia.
I don't know if you have Target where you are, but Target is where I find mine.
Yeah, we don't have Target in Canada anymore. I think a few years ago they closed down in Canada for some reason.
What
They
about
just didn't do well, I guess.
Walmart?
But yeah, Walmart will have it. So anyway, how did you guys like mixing up this donut?
I'm disappointed with myself. I'm normally really good at making desserts, so I'm pretty disappointed in mine.
Then didn't go so well.
There's a couple of different things I wanted to try, and of course the ones that I tried were the ones I didn't like. So now the one that I have left, I have a couple of options that I had left to try to get that cereal taste. And I didn't have enough time to try them.
Yeah. The thing is that there's really not a good Fruity Pebbles flavor out there. I ended up having to go with like a Fruit Loops flavor.
Yeah, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I should have used Flavor Express lemon with a little bit of fucking Cereal 27.
Yeah, because mostly like Fruity Pebbles is very lemon forward, you know? So I think a little bit of grainy lemon would have done the trick.
Yeah.
How about you, Ray? Did you like mixing this up?
I was disappointed that my idea didn't work. My initial idea.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how my latest version happened because like this is like several versions in, and especially for something that's lemon heavy, because I ended up having to use a Fruit Loops too,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that takes a little bit of time to calm down because it's a little bit kind of Lysol-y.
Yeah. They can be a little harsh, a little bitey at first.
Yeah, so it just kind of has to sit. So I don't really know how it's going to end up turning out, but of the ones I mixed, it was the best so far. So I don't know. I found it a little bit challenging, just to get both elements to stand out, like the donut to stand out, and then the fruity pebble to stand out. God, like Nightbot is just like rogue.
Jeez, thank you, V Dog, for timing out Nightbot. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, it's vice versa. Nightbot timed out V-Dog.
Oh, it was timed out. Nightbot, stop it! Stop timing out our friends.
Apparently, Nightbot doesn't like Larry because that's how it got Adam timed out.
He doesn't like anybody that's. We're having fun here. Stop being a fun police, Nightbot. Jesus.
Like it's
Thank you.
just, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
friends.
ignore Nightbot. It's just I just looked over and I just saw. Okay.
It had one simple job. Just throw a link out there every few minutes. You know? What's so hard about that without taking control and driving people crazy?
There's settings in there that lets it moderate your channel. You need to turn those settings
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Access denied, bud.
I can moderate my own stuff. Trust me. I have no problem whacking with the wrench.
Yeah, the bot I use for Twitch just makes me approve messages occasionally, and I have words in there that make it so I have to approve them.
Well, PFC Mill, thank you. Looking fresh tonight. All right, let's get into it, guys. Maybe we'll have a short show. We did have some people play along, so that'll be fun. We can talk about the end. As you guys may have noticed, Jennifer Winstead is not here. She is moving her last baby into college. So she couldn't make it. But we will get going on our 3 recipes. Who would like to go first?
I can go.
All right.
Let me just pull it up real quick. So, like I said, I had to use like a Fruit Loops. I tried to do it without. I guess I can talk briefly on that. My initial idea, which I thought would work really well, is using the new Chemnovatic lemon cream wafer.
Oh, yeah.
Both the lemon note and kind of like the crispy, Rice Krispie that you get in a Pebble for that note. And then mixing it with forest fruit for like the rest of the fruits. Unfortunately, I either don't like the lemon cream wafer, or because of my muting, because I'm having issue with lemon, I'm just getting all the off notes. So I don't know. So I wasn't able to make that work. I tried a couple different times, it just wasn't having it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm running out of time. I gotta like just move on. So
yeah.
In the past, because like Looper used to be a huge thing, like all those little cereal vapes years ago. What I would used to do for like a Fruity Pebbles, because to me, like Fruit Loops is pretty similar to Fruity Pebbles, except Fruity Pebbles has other notes in it. Like it's like lemon and then like there's other stuff. So I usually would just use Fruit Circles by TFA at a low percentage and then just throw other fruits with it to give it like a pebble essence. So that's what I did. I used 0.5% of Fruit Circles by TFA. It's pretty low, but if you know anything about the flavor, it's just, it gets really gnarly if you do it too high. Plus for me, the lemon note in Fruity Pebbles isn't as prominent as like in Fruit Loops. Mind you, I haven't had either of those for years. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. 0.5% of Forest Mix or Forest Fruit by Flavor Art to add the other fruit notes with it. Those two really pair well together. Then I did for like the frosting or the glaze or whatever that's beneath it, a mixture of the frosting by Flavora at 0.25%, and then glazed donut for both the donut and the glaze. I figured mixing the glaze with the frosting would kind of make a icing type effect.
Mhm.
I did the glazed donut at 1.5, and then I added a little bit of yellow cake by Jungle Flavors, because if you look at the donut, or when I look at it, it looks more of like a cake donut. So I added that at 0.5%.
Awesome. So how's that fruit circles and force mix combo working out for you?
Like I said, I used to use it for like the like Fruity Pebbles in the past. Typically, when I use those, it's for like the looper type thing where it was like a milk in there. Because you kind of have to bury it with cream to get the TFA to work. Otherwise,
Yeah.
just, that lemon note is just off-putting. So I was hoping the cake notes would kind of act similarly along with the frosting to kind of like knock it down a few pegs. Seem to work, but like I said, it's going to need to steep. I won't really know truly how it's going to be for another few days.
Yeah. Yeah, because TFA fruit circles, it can be a little harsh up front right away.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I'm sure only 0.5%, and I'm sure after a week or two with all the other like the cakey and donutty type flavors, I'm sure it'll blend in really nice. This looks good.
Yeah.
And that I really like what you did with the glazed donut and the frosting, because to me glazed donut is very like glaze heavy, but it's like that thin
Yeah.
glaze on a like a Krispy Kreme type donut, and then adding frosting, I bet turns it into like that thicker kind of icing that you see on the picture.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Alrighty, well, I will go next. So I went a little ham on the donut part. I guess I wanted like the donut part to be the main focus, and then the fruity pebbles, and then I also wanted like a thick sweet kind of icing. So for the donut part, I actually did 1% cookie butter, 2.5% Wonder Flavors glazed donut, and then just 0.5% of Favor sweet dough. It needs a steep, but once it does, it turns into this really nice yeasty, sweet bready flavor. And like I said, the glazed donut is I did so high because I wanted both the donut to come through, as well as I wanted a lot of icing. Like I wanted it to be like really sweet and really glazy. And then I accented the glazed donut like icing part with 1.2% vanilla cream extra. And basically I just did 1.2% because I had originally done 1%, but I just overdripped. So I'm just like, all right, it's 1.2% now. So that's what that is. And then for my Fruity Pebbles, I went with 7% Cap Silver Line Fruit Circles. Cap Silver Line Fruit Circles is pretty weak, so like 7% isn't crazy potent or anything. Like it's balanced really well with the donut and the icing. And it's just like I said, there's really no good Fruity Pebbles flavor out there. Like there's flavorless Fruity Flakes, but that's not really that good to me. So I just decided, you know what, I'll use Fruit Circles and that'll be good enough. Like Fruit Loops and Fruity Pebbles are close enough that if you throw them on a donut, you're not gonna be like, yeah, this is not Fruity Pebbles. You won't be able to tell. So it's pretty tasty. This isn't like a masterpiece by any means. Like it's not the best work I've ever done, but it is tasty. I do like it, and I will vape all 4 of my versions. So yeah.
I forgot all about those. I thought I had like a Capella version of the fruit circles or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably should have used that. I might do a version with it just to see if it's any better. I feel like anything's got to be better than TFA fruit circles. I know like a lot of people have issues.
Well, even flavorless fruit rings before Capella fruit circles came out. My go-to was Flavor West fruit rings. It had a really nice kind of Fruit Loops flavor. Capella Fruit Circles is just the lemon is just a little bit better balanced with the other fruit flavors, and you still get like that texture and grain. And then after it steeps for about 4 or 5 days, the flavor itself doesn't change. Like the lemon is still there, it doesn't fade, but it gets maybe a little bit grainier. So that part comes out. So it's a really nice flavor. I like it, but it is weak, so you have to use it, 6-7% to taste it and not bury it with other things. Now, I said I have a lot of like bready type flavors that do bury it a bit. So if you're just making like a bowl of Fruit Loops or something, you may not need to use it quite that high. But that's what I had to do to get to come through well with everything else.
Oh my gosh, I'm filled with so much regrets right now.
All right, let's go on over to Louie now.
Somehow, and this could have fucking saved me, but somehow I forgot the frosting. I could have very well used a whipped cream followed by buttercream frosting or something amazing. And that would have maybe rounded out the freaking citrus nasty note from the Fruity Flakes. Now,
Oh yeah.
it's not very often that I'm like, I'm going to redo this recipe, but I think I might just have to because it didn't go where I wanted it to go.
Fruity Flakes is very pledgy, and it's very bitey.
I noticed.
But you know what? Some whipped cream will probably do wonders, actually. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the frosting aspect because if I did, I could have been like, oh, some whipped cream will round that out and kind of save it along with some buttercream. Fucking shit. Anyways, I completely neglected the frosting for some reason. I did for my donut base, I use Zapola at 4.46%, pound cake at 0.77, and that was my donut. And for some reason, I really wanted to try like a blueberry kind of note to it because I noticed when I do cereal donuts, sometimes I'll notice like a taste from the blueberry that's similar to it.
Yeah.
So I used Huckleberry, which is the new blueberry flavor from VSO at 0.88, and then VSO blueberry at 1.67. And then for the Fruity Flakes, I did 0.73.
And that's not too much though. That shouldn't be too bad. 0.73%.
I think it's just where I pick out certain notes more intense than others. Like when I was vaping, it wasn't awful, but I kept thinking there's something else I could do to it, and I could not figure it out. Like eventually I started like plotting certain things, and I was like, I don't really have enough time to be changing it at this point. And I did make this a couple days ago and started like modifying it.
Yeah.
But I'm really wishing I just took out the Fruity Flakes and went with Lemon Express.
Does the spice note in Zapola interfere with like the fruity type notes that you're trying to go for?
For me, the Fruity Flakes is just the main note that I'm able to taste.
Okay.
With like a bread after note, like not a bread, but like a cakey donut after note. But I'm not really noticing too much of the spice from Zapola.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably just being drowned out from the Fruity Flakes.
It's probably just my taste buds. I don't know. It was interesting enough that I was like, okay, I could present it, and I'm hoping maybe I could tweak something to it. But I don't know. I wish I did something different.
Yeah.
My mind palace let me down, and I normally love making desserts, so.
You know, we can't make bangers every week without having one here or there that just isn't up to par, Like, that's just unrealistic. We're not, mixing gods as much as we might think we are. All right, well, thank you for sharing, Louie. I've never tried that VSO Huckleberry. Is that Have you had any other huckleberry flavors to compare that to?
Nope.
Is it good?
Yep.
All right. All right, let's head on over to the people who played along this week. First up, we've got Karen S. She made a Pebbles donut. Let's see what she used. She did 2% Capella Cereal 27, 1% Chemnovatic donut, 3% TFA Fruit Circles, 2% Wonder Flavors Glazed Donut, 1% Wonder Flavors Marshmallow Gooey, and 1% Vanilla Buttercream Frosting. Very interesting. Karen, if you're in chat, I'm not sure if you are or not. If you're in chat, you need to tell me how that Chemnovatic donut is. Or Rin or Lumi, have either of you used that?
I was tempted to put it in the cart and order it for this week, but I have nowhere to put flavors right now. So until I figure out what I'm doing with my flavors, I just need to not buy any. But I was really tempted to. I've heard great things about it.
Yeah, I want to try it. Maybe I'll have to pick it up just to play along and mix this. Marshmallow gooey and vanilla buttercream frosting. Brilliant for the icing. That's awesome. Yeah, I bet that's delicious. Alrighty, let's move on to the next one. Good old Sam. I know he's in the chat today. I am Sam on ELR. He made Pebs D's Nuts. #MV. He did 3% Wonder Flavors bread sweet, 1.75% Wonder Flavors buttercream frosting, 3% fluffy white cake, 0.5% Flavora frosting, 3% Flavor West fruit rings. There it is. 2.5% Wonder Flavors glazed donuts. Oh, and then he used 1% Wonder Flavors lemon orange rice candy and 1% vanilla cream extra by Wonder Flavors. What a cool idea, mixing fruit rings with the lemon orange rice candy for the cereal, Sam. I like where your head is at. Oh, and DeMillan says Chemnovatic donut is the perfect cake donut we have all been waiting for. Those are pretty sharp words there, DeMillan.
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's a pretty tall order.
I don't trust it.
Yeah, that's a little too hype. But Sam, this looks really good. I like the vanilla cream extra with the buttercream frosting and the glazed donut, and then with using the fluffy white cake with the sweet bread sweet bread and the glazed donut. I've never used all these flavors together. It looks really interesting. Because it is a cake donut, so using fluffy white cake completely makes sense here. And that new bread parentheses sweet. I bet that plays really well with it as well. So thank you for sharing, Sam. Looks good. All righty. Next up, we've got Witty Loops. Mr. Luke Loops also played along this week. He did a Fruity Loop donut. Okay, here we go. He used 1% Flavor West yellow cake, 0.8% Flavora frosting, 7.4% cat fruit circles, 0.6% Flavor West fruit rings. Oh, I should have layered mine. 0.8% Wonder Flavors glazed donut, 1% Wonder Flavors lemon orange rice candy. Oh, another one. 1% FA Metaphor, and 0.4% Flavor West sweetener.
Can we just go back in time so we could redo our recipes?
I know, right?
Can we have next week just to redo them?
Go for it. Next week
Screw-
is a chit chat show, so
Yeah,
if you want to
screw
redo
chit
yours-
chat. I'm gonna fucking redo my recipe.
all right, do it, and then we can talk about it next week. Metaphor, that's like a kind of a vanilla cakey type flavor, right? I think I've tried that before. Let me see. I don't have any notes on it, so maybe I haven't tried it yet.
I think it's something fruity.
Okay.
Trying to find my.
Sam says that it does have citrus notes into it. So, okay. Well, yeah, that's the second person there that used lemon orange rice candy. So that's really cool because it is Fruity Pebbles is more lemony than Fruit Loops, you know. So I think. Oh, JJ says it's like a lemon cheesecake. Okay, interesting.
Flavor art and their names.
What's that?
I said flavor art and their weird names.
I know, right?
Or
They're
like-
so weird.
I always have an issue with those because, like, when I read them, I'm like,
What is it supposed to be? Flavor art? Come on.
then you have to go into like ELR and be like, okay, I need to search this flavor now, and then look at the notes.
Yeah.
And then I get even more triggered because people just copy and paste other people's notes instead of putting in their own notes.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I don't really understand why.
Just clogging up my research.
All right. So the next one here, oh, a girl after my own heart, Jeannie Sims. She's got a very simple mix called Vixen's Rainbow Donut. She used 1% Flavora frosting, 3% Flavor West Fruity Flakes, and then 4% Flavor West Glazed Donut. Flavor West Glazed Donut. Let me see. Okay, I did. That, if I recall, it didn't really have much like of a glaze part of the glazed donut, and it wasn't really yeasty, but it did have like a real sweet like doughiness. So I think added with the frosting would be pretty good. And then she used 3% Flavor West Fruity Flakes. That I'm gonna wager that this needs a really long steep. Like, don't touch this until 2 weeks. Am I right, Jeannie? If you're in here, if you're in the chat, I don't even know if she's here. But yeah. Very cool. All right. And then last but not least, we got Nuggy. Met. Good old Nugs. Okay, so he did donut with a bit of it all. And he did 0.5% Bake Boost by Chef's Flavors, 2.5% Chemovatic Donut, 2.5% Flavor West Fruity Flakes, 3% TFA Lemon 2, 2% Wonder Flavors Raspberry Jelly Bean, 0.5% Capella Super Sweet, 1.5% Capella Vanilla Cupcake, and 1.5% of Chemovatic Vanilla Pudding. So I'm just reading his description here. He says that the Lemon 2 by TFA helps take it to the top without becoming too artificial. So, because if you do more Fruity Flakes, obviously it would be super artificial. I've never tried that Lemon 2 by TFA. Have either of you?
Nope.
I didn't even know there was a Lemon 2.
I don't know if I've tried their lemon.
Yeah, no. Now that I think about it, like I don't even think I've ever tried their lemon either. Let me see if I have notes on it. Yeah, no, I have no notes on TFA lemon. So all right, interesting. And then, have any of you heard of Bake Boost?
No.
Me neither. Ew, Addie, you're gross. He says he loves Nona's cake. It is not a traditional Italian wedding cake. It might be. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this cake at all.
No, it's got too much. I taste
Anise.
Yes.
Yeah. Their what's their flavor that I do like, because if you want like a citrus cake,
Pandoro.
no, it's a flavor art flavor. Shoot, what is it called?
Zapola.
No, ew.
She said ew.
I don't like Zapola. It sticks out like a sore thumb to me. I think it's just the spice note. What is? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's a citrus cake by Flavor Art. I think it starts with a P.
I said Pandoro. You said no.
Oh, did I? Did you? Okay, yeah, Pandoro. Pandora's really good. Yeah. That's the ticket. Alrighty. Well, guys, thank you so much for playing along. We love seeing what you all come up with, and it's fun to see the different things you guys all use. As we mentioned earlier, next week is our chit chat. Oh, Labyrinth is another one, but it's more vanilla-y. That's a good cakey FA flavor, but anyway, I got sidetracked. We're doing chit chat show next week, and then the judging the week after that. So think of some questions you want to ask us, or some topics that you just want to talk about, because we don't really have a plan for the show. We just show up because you guys are used to us showing up, and we just hang out. Gives us a bit of a break from mixing, which is nice every now and then. And yeah. So
I'm not getting a break. I'm fixing my shit.
That's right. Lumi's gonna fix her mix.
I might do that.
You know what we should do? Unless there's not a mix that we all think about this week, is we should each take one of our past mixes and like
fix it.
What do you think, Rin?
Yep.
Excuse me.
She's
so
nodding.
So like a recipe that we didn't like this week or this month.
I don't think it even needs to be this month. Like, I think maybe it can be, I don't know. What do you think? Any of our past recipes.
I don't know. I'm fixing this one though.
Yeah.
Because there's so many that I mix up and they're good and I like them. And then like I see the show and I'm like, oh, I could have done that. And oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. We'll have to tell Jen. But guess what? You're not getting a break from mixing next week.
Got a break today. Well, not really, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like this one doesn't exist, and I'm gonna leave it unlabeled, and I'm just gonna go throw it at my husband.
Oh, Sam asked if we do, will that recipe be up for judging? No, probably not. We'll just stick to judging like the original 4 for that month, Sam.
If I fix it fast enough, it will be.
What's that?
If I fix it fast enough, it will be. I'm just gonna pretend like today never happened. I've never been this like I've put out some recipes before that I was like, I don't even like this that much. But even my tobacco one, I wasn't that disappointed in. Like this is probably the most disappointed in a recipe I've ever been.
Yeah. Well, you have another week, so this is a redo thing. I like this idea, a little redo. I'll have to go back and see which one I want to redo. So I'm sure I have several that I can choose from. Do you mind? You guys hear that?
Yeah, can you not have like an accident or die while I'm doing a show?
Yeah, right? Like, hello.
Do you have any
rude.
respect?
Oh, Ian reminded me, not judging, peer review. Yes.
I
Ian,
still
not
call
judging.
it judging. It's just it's ingrained.
It's stuck. It's just, yeah. All right, let's thank our sponsors and get on out of here, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about.
How really I fucked up my recipe? No, I'm good. I'll get over it. I'll fix it.
All right. Fix your mix. All right. Well, thank you so much, Flavora and Bull City. Scott over All the Flavors, thank you so much. And Wayne for letting us be on your podcast network. We really appreciate it. And everyone, you guys, if you like what we do and you want to support us in a fun, tasty way, there's a couple places you can do that. You can head on over to flavorjungle.com, which Eddie has so nicely has the link right now. Check out our one-shots. If you want to, you can also go to Bowl City, and we have some recipe packs there. And if you also want to rep us on your chest, you can go to vaping. You can go to Vaping Swag and get a Coco Knot shirt or a Lumi shirt.
Squeaks.
Lumi Squeaks. That's right. Cute little whisker. Or Rin also has merch too. So check us out. Rep us. Come on. You want to. We're cool like that. All right, guys. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, and Lumi, it's got some sick ass coils and RDA stands. So
yeah, I do.
Hit her up as well.
It's much appreciated.
Yeah. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you next week.